particularly at UVic, as we hear from Patty Pitts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this city's Social Welfare Commissioner, Mrs. Handy Anna A. Mrs. Aid, with all your
Disconcerted townsfolk in a racist southern city chat about the sudden disappearance of their black population in the face of white management programs.
This provides the nigger with less opportunity to indulge his pleasure-loving and moral inclination.
They volunteer to participate in these pilot projects.
Heavens, no! The notorious shirkers.
It's hardly the dialogue listeners would expect from UVic's campus 50-watt FM station specializing in alternative music. But the play, written 20 years ago, has a meaningful message, and so does CFUV. It wants to revive radio plays.
It's a part of our programming, or a part of programming that we haven't really explored yet, and that's what radio was all about in the first place. Like, you know, back in the 20s and 30s, it was all radio plays.
When the call went out for actors, playwrights, and technical crews, a crowd showed up for the first production session. Many of these folks are from the community, but Chan expects more students to lend support when UVic's fall term begins.
Being at university, there's a really good drama department as well as creative writing people, so we could draw from that big talent base once the word gets out.
You can have such expression in your speaking and also contact with other people is really interesting. All the different tones of voices and the emotions expressed. It's a wonderful medium for getting across people.
No one really knows who you are, so what you say or what you do is fairly free and a chance to experiment with a lot of sound and a lot of effects, which you won't get the chance to do anywhere else.
While the thought of radio plays may be nostalgic, CFUV's production techniques are thoroughly modern. The plays are pre-taped on a 4-track recorder, allowing for some voices to be erased and others left in. And many of the sound effects used in the plays have already been programmed onto separate discs, enabling everything from a 40s-sounding horn section to a telephone to be played back on this digital sampler. Production of the plays will continue all summer, but CFUV has a suitably nostalgic spot for them in its fall schedule.
They'll be on in the fall, so hopefully we'll be starting them in the first week of September, and it'll be a weekly half-hour show. And we're looking at Sundays right now, Sunday nights, so it's sort of a nice, intimate night to have radio plays.